What's going on, everybody? This is Real Estate Q&A Sessions week 77. Yes, 77 weeks of doing Real Estate Q&A Sessions. So welcome. Appreciate you guys for always showing up, showing out as always. Today, again, we're on week 77. I am in the middle of training. So I'm going to do a short show today. I'm sure you guys don't mind. I'll probably be on for maybe 20-30 minutes. Normally we do an hour, but I am in training and I only have an hour break today. So again, guys, welcome. This is week 77 Real Estate Q&A Sessions, where you guys can come and ask anything, everything real estate related, and I will do my best to answer. Right? That's why we're here. So if you guys have any questions, concerns about anything in the real estate investing world, whether it's buying your first house, your 10th house, contractors, loans, agents, rentals, flips, wholesaling, marketing, all that kind of stuff, this is where you can come and ask those questions, and I'll do my best to answer. Now, as a disclosure, what do I say? I am not a guru. I am just somebody that knows a little bit more than the average Joe. So you can take this information if you want, or you don't have to. It's completely up to you. But I do give that disclaimer because I don't want people out here, thinking that, I'm a guru. I'm not. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that knows some things. That's all. So that is the disclaimer. Housekeeping, as always, if you haven't done so already, and if you get any value today, screenshot this, post it to your story, let folks know we're doing each and every week, because that's how you show love. That's how you spread love. That's what we want, right? We want to be able to bring more people in that normally aren't in here and get them to ask questions that are pertaining to real estate, because when they ask questions about real estate that you didn't think to ask, you get value, right? I can gas bag for an hour like always, but we like questions. If you guys have any, which I'm pretty sure you do, this is where you can ask them confidently without feeling like, one, you're asking an embarrassing question, and two, you didn't have to pay for this information. So that's the key. I'm not charging you guys. I'm not charging y'all for this information that I have learned over the years by losing money, by blood, sweat, tears, all that kind of stuff. I'm not charging y'all for this stuff, right? I'm not charging y'all. So y'all can come and ask these questions, utilize me as a resource, and that's why we're here. Come on now, this is a great resource for you guys. Anyway, so yes, for the folks that are already here or popped up in here, beautifully Stallion, what's going on? Sammy Joe, what's going on? John Thom. Hey, hello, John Thom. Sneaker Fade, what's going on? Appreciate you guys for popping in here as always. Sneaker Fade, what's going on with the house? Give us an update on that. And Sammy, you were supposed to be buying a house too. What's the update on that? Don't know. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, oh damn, Sneaker Fiend got a tenant. Congratulations. Sneaker Fiend out here as an actual landlord. That's what we like. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to hear. We like occupied units and doors, because that's what that means. That means that money is flowing, money is coming in. We like that. That's some great news. Appreciate that. Guys, if you don't know, Sneaker Fiend did not have a house and was coming to these sessions, and then magically bought a house and got a tenant, utilizing some of this information I'll be dropping. So that just lets you know some of the stuff I be talking about actually works. So I'm glad you got your first tenant. Are you using a property manager, or are you managing yourself? Let us know. Mr. Thomas, to you, what's going on? Appreciate you popping in here as always. I got some of the regular folks in here. Guys, I am in training right now. I am on my hour lunch break. So I'm probably going to be on for maybe about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because I got to eat. I ain't eat since last night. And this place does not have anywhere around to eat. So it's going to be a short show today. Either way, we're still here, week 77. That's what we do. We're gonna go. We have officially 24 weeks until we hit 100. 24 weeks. So that's what we want. So outside of that, yes. What kind of training am I doing? I am doing training to be a lead supervisor, which basically means I can do lead abatement. So for my company, my renovation company, I will be certified and have the accreditations in Maryland to do lead abatement for my contracting company, which ultimately means, so yes, linking up with property managers or property managers or investors that are looking to get rental properties that are lead free or need those abatement services. That's where I'll be called in to do that kind of work, or the guys that I have get trained up in this stuff. It's a long process. It's you got to go through obviously 4-day training, and then you got to pass a test, and then you also have to take a third-party test for the state of Maryland, and then you have to submit an application to be accredited. And once you get your accreditation, then you can be an official lead abatement person. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm in training, and I have one more day here, like 8-hour days. I never liked the classroom. I'm just gonna keep it funky with y'all. I never liked the classroom, so I'm not a school person. I don't like studying, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do, basically. So I got one more day and a couple tests to go, and you know, that's what it's gonna be. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's why I said it's gonna be a short show today. Sneaker Fiend says myself. Well, hey, I always encourage people for your first rental to manage yourself to get that experience. Even if you don't manage the full tenant's tenure there, try it out, because you might like it, you might not, right? You'll figure out whether hiring a manager is worth it or not. Me, I don't want to manage nothing. I don't want nothing to do. I'll pay that 10% gladly, 12%, 8%, whatever. I'll pay it. I don't want nothing to do with tenants, finding tenants, collecting money. I don't want nothing to do with that. That's me personally, because I've been down that road of managing. I just hate it. That's just me. What's going on, Mike? See you popping in here. Ali, what's going on, brother? Mike says, give me some lead certs when I get these rentals. Yeah, well, so here's the difference. I won't be the I'm in class, like, of course, getting fed an elephant in 4 days, but I won't be the what do they call those damn guys? So I won't be the guy that comes and does the swipes. So I can't issue the lead certs. I will be the guy that if the guy comes in and you want your lead certs and they do the swipes and they say, yeah, you have all this lead in here, right? And you say, well, I want my rental property to be lead free. Then you will be calling me, and I will be coming in and doing a abatement project or removing of the lead-based paint in your property, whether it's on the exterior, whether it's on the interior. That's where I'll get called to do the actual work. So there's a conflict of interest there, and I chose to do the abatement, the actual work, because I already have a contracting company. When you're the lead certifier, like the guy that does the swipes, you can't do the work. So you can say whether it passes or fails or give lead certs and all that kind of stuff, but you can't, if the property has lead and it's supposed to be abated, you can't actually do the work. So it's either or. And I said, well, and also the XRF gun that they use to figure out whether your property has lead or not and test around the house, thing costs like $10,000-$12,000. So I ain't got it like that. Y'all might think I got it like that, but I ain't got it like that. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna let you know. I've been in here in this training for 2 days now. I'm on my 3rd day, and it's a boatload of regulations. It's ridiculous. And if you ask me, do I remember any? I don't. So, but I did pass my midterm yesterday. So, but anyway, yes, lead abatement. Well, What's going on, Lord? Appreciate you popping in here. Guys, if this is your first time, too many rules. Yeah, this is way too many rules. Guys, this is your first time in here. This is Real Estate Q&A Sessions, week 77. Doing this 77 weeks straight where you guys come and ask anything, everything real estate related. I'm doing a short show today. Probably give it another 15 minutes. So go ahead, guys, if you have any questions or anything like that regarding wholesaling, flipping, rentals, whatever the case may be, I will do my best to answer. Outside of that, now I usually give you guys, don't let me talking distract you guys from actually asking questions. Anyway, I usually give you guys an update. So outside of this training, we got 2 projects going on right now. I think I told you guys earlier this year that I was doing one flip a quarter. I mean, I'm not trying to go crazy on flips. I'm more of a rental person. 4 flips this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 a quarter. We're probably 2 days away from being complete. Today and tomorrow. We'll probably be complete tomorrow with the 3rd flip. I will get it. I haven't showed you guys a lot of that house. I certainly haven't done a lot of video or pictures and stuff, which I don't know, maybe I'm just too busy. But I will probably show you guys next week what it looks like inside. Got to get it cleaned and use next week to stage, and then hopefully we can have it on the market before next Friday. So that flip's wrapping up. I'm get that off my hands. That one got bought in July. I didn't start working on it until August. So it's probably been about it's been about 8 or 10 weeks on that house. Not bad. I wasn't really rushing, but there was a lull period. But anyway, yeah, house is completing. And then the 4th flip for the 4th quarter, we are rough in plumbing to be done today. So we're about to pass the rough in stage, and we already have most of our drywall up. So we're about halfway or coming up on the halfway mark of completing that house. So hopefully I can have that on the market, and that's a small one. Hopefully I can have that on the market by the end of November. Hopefully. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Mike says, how many doors you up to now? Also bigger, also bigger, a fat wholesale deal Saturday sold to my Where are you at last night, man? I went to Matt's fundraiser. So yesterday, there's an investor here in Baltimore City. He had a charity event. I went to it. A bunch of other investors there. But okay, so 2 things. So for Mike asked how many doors I have. I never disclose how many doors I have. I never disclose how many doors I have. I have a couple. Let's just say that. Or I have more than a couple. I don't have 100. I will tell you this. I have a goal of 100, and then I'm moving to Cali. I don't have 100. I don't have half of 100 either. There you go. There's your better idea. I don't have half of 100 doors. I wish I did. But we're working on that. Rome was not built in a day, and I don't have $1 million. So there you go. And that's funny. I didn't know he was still doing deals. Had no idea. Yeah, that's funny. Wait, was it the deal you was just trying to sell? I think there was one you was trying to sell not too long ago. Low profile. You might have luck. We got to the event at like 7. So we got there late. Hold on. Let me bring Mike on real quick. Let's see
here. Yo. What's up, man?
What's up, man? You know me. Working.
Hey, so I wanted to talk about that wholesale deal because I think that some of your people would find a little bit of value from it. So basically, so Mike is still doing deals, right? I see him flipping houses all over the place, dude. Oh,
I see the comps.
Sorry, I'll hit you guys back. Sorry, I'm meeting someone here.
You good, man?
All right, sorry, bro.
All right. How do we get that down?
Can y'all see me? I don't know how to. Can you guys see me? Okay, I don't know what happened. So I'm still on the screen, but it's also split screen with Mike on there. I don't know if that's okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, everybody. Okay, everybody knows kind of like some of the same people, and we've all. Baltimore's a small network when it comes to investing and investors. Um, you might think there's a lot of people that's doing what you do, but there's really not. A lot of people you'll start recognizing or seeing, especially if you're active on like social media and stuff like that. Which brings me to the other point of like networking with investors. If you guys don't know, Facebook's a great place. Also, Facebook's not a great place. There's pros and cons to getting into some of these investor Facebook groups. Like I'm in a couple. I'm in one of the. There's a very large one in Baltimore City. I'm in that one. Um, but I've been in that one for a while, and I don't really. I go on there sometimes to look at specific resources I might need, um, but I don't use it as a form of like going back and forth chatting X Y Z this that and the third, um, because people can be very judgmental on there, and everybody's got an opinion. Even the people that are most of the people that are in that group or in these groups aren't really top tier people as far as like they're super investors and they've done a bunch of deals. Most of those people haven't done a deal or they've done one, and everybody has an opinion for some reason. I just stay. I don't even. I'm not. I don't even. I just stay out of that stuff. But for other folks that are in other cities, that might be beneficial for you guys. I don't know how the investors in your cities work, but it's I stay low key. I keep a low profile with what I do. Right. This is the most you guys see me when it comes to my business or my side. If you're not looking at my story, I might show you some inside stuff of like some renovations. But outside of that, I only really show when I buy another house. I'm low key. For not saying I need to be, but I just prefer to be low key. I'm not a super investor yet. You guys might think I am. I'm not. I'm just a guy that's done a lot of different deals in a short amount of time. That's gained a lot of experience. So yeah. Anyway, what's going on, Meg Allen? That must be Mike's wife. What's going on? Who is this? Chrisana. Chrisana, what's going on? Appreciate you popping in here. Guys, if this is your first time in the Real Estate Q&A Sessions episode or show, this is where you can come and ask anything, everything real estate related, and I'll do my best to answer it. I've done pretty much most things and can probably speak on a little bit of everything. If I don't know the question, I don't answer it. But anyway, this is 77 weeks of doing this. We do this every Thursday, 12 o'clock. Sometimes I'm late, sometimes I'm not. But you can count on the fact that this is going to actually happen. And if you don't make the live show, then I usually post the episodes right on my feed right after. And at some point, I did upload some videos on YouTube, but I got to upload more because I literally have 77 videos all hour long that I need to upload. So that's a process. But yes, anyway. So Sneaker Feed says, could you use a FHA loan more than once, and what's the time frame you'll have to wait? So FHA loan requirements say that you have to occupy the property for up to a year, which means it has to be your main property for a full calendar year. Primary property, basically where you call home. You have to live there for at least a year. Now, after that year, you can basically do whatever, right? You can go rent it out, you can go move, whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know the exact verbatim rules, But standard rule of thumb is that if you want to utilize an FHA loan again, it has to be for a bigger and better house. And I believe there's also a distance requirement from the previous property that you would have to abide by as well. So since the FHA loan is very popular and it requires the least amount of money down, they know that there are investors that would like to take advantage of this. But what are investors? They don't live in these properties. They want to buy more houses in the same neighborhoods or typically close to other properties they have and not live in them and renovate them. And, you know, FHA is designed for that first-time home buyer or just people in general that want to buy a house that don't have a bunch of money to put down, right? Not everybody has $1 million in the bank. Not everybody can afford to put down 20% on a house. So it actually incentivized a lot. It incentivized and allowed a lot more buyers to be able to buy homes, given the amount of money that's required to put down and the lower interest rates you can get. So that's what it was meant for. It wasn't meant for investors to use and repeatedly to buy more houses. Now, that's not to say that you can't use it as an investment tool. You can, as long as you're abiding within the guidelines, right? And so what folks have gotten hip on to now is, well, if I'm going to buy my first house and I want it to be an investment property, why not use the FHA loan, right? And if that investment if it's going to be an investment property, why not make it a multi-unit property? Because if I'm going to buy, let's just say right now, let's say you got a 4-unit property and it costs, I don't know, I don't do math on air, I try not to, but let's just say Deontay in the middle, what's going on, brother? But let's just say you got a house that's $400,000 for a multi-unit property, 4 units. And you had to, of course, buy with a conventional product. Let's say you put 20%. That 20% of 400,000, I don't know what that is, but it's probably a lot of money. It's probably a lot of money. Y'all can do the calculations. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to embarrass myself. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot of upfront costs, right? What you can do, and there's some, what was the hell I was about to say? I just had a brain fart because I got these kids are over here playing. They got a preschool over here, and they all just ran out and just distracted the hell out of me. Oh, gosh. FHA loan, and I'm really blanking right now. FHA loan, and what's the other loan? This starts with a C. 20% down. What the hell is the name of that loan? Somebody give me the name of the loan. I'm blanking right now. Seriously. Gosh dang. Y'all gonna help me out? I keep wanting to say contemporary. No, it's not contemporary. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you've been in class for 3 days and you... Conventional, thank you. Yes, it's conventional. So anyway, the conventional loan product is going to be more expensive upfront costs to use in order to acquire like a 4-unit property, on top of the fact that some conventional products only will come with a construction leg to it, but most don't. If I told you that $400,000 property was going to cost you, I don't know, maybe 40%, $40,000 or $60,000 to put down, that's a lot of damn money. Well, what you can also do is go get an FHA product and only put down 3.5%, and which is going to be significantly different or lower than a 20% down payment. So if I'm like, all right, well, if I can put down less and get more house, why don't I do that? So that's what people are doing. They're utilizing these FHA loans, and they're buying more house, bigger house, more units than they wouldn't have been able to buy had they had to use a conventional product. And they're house hacking. They're living in one unit and they're renting out all the other units. Well, how are they renovating it? Oh, well, the FHA loan comes with a construction leg called a 203K loan. And you can utilize that money to renovate that multi-unit property, and that money does not come out of pocket. It just gets tacked on to the overall to the back of the loan, basically. So let's say you're buying a house. Let's say you're buying a house FHA loan for $100,000, and you want to put $30,000 into it. Well, when you're done renovating and the bank lending you that $30,000 to do your loan, to do your renovation, at the end, now you're paying on a $130,000 loan instead of a $100,000 loan, and you just make the payments. Your monthly mortgage gets adjusted, and you make payments according to how much money you took for that 203K loan to renovate your property. So, conventional 20% down, FHA 3.5%. If you're buying a house for $100,000 and you're using a conventional product, you're putting $20,000 down. If you're buying a $100,000 house and you're using an FHA product, you're putting 3.5% down, which is $3,500. Which would you guys rather pay? And if you could not afford a multi-unit property that's $500,000, $300,000, $400,000 before, you might be able to purchase it with an FHA product because you're putting less down. 20% of $400,000, I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot of money. And that's not what I want to do. The name of the game is leverage. Leveraging the bread you got. You got to leverage the bread that you got. You don't want to spend it all. If you got $100,000, you got $20,000, how can I leverage this money to work in my favor to where I can get something that is going to not only hurt my pockets, but allow me to start my investment journey? Leverage your bread. That's how people utilize these FHA products nowadays. So, what time we got? 12:40. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up because I am in trading, guys, and I have not eaten. So I took the first 30 minutes to do the show, and I'm going to take this last 30 minutes to go run and go get some food. But other than that, we will be back next week, 78 weeks next week. Hopefully by next week I have that house listed, and I should be done with this accreditation course. I will be by tomorrow. So anyway, outside of that, guys, peace, love, happiness. You guys already know the message as always. Making money's great, but spend time with your family, your loved ones. Make sure you are there for them as their time and their energy on this earth is all borrowed, just like your time is borrowed. So take advantage of the time you have and being able to spend with your loved ones. Tell them how much you love them. Spend as much time with them as you can. You can't take this money with you. So I'll leave you all on that note. Guys, peace, love, and happiness. I need a retwist. Peace, love, and happiness. See you guys later.